Morning, guys. Today's June 15th, 2022. I'm going to do your daily collective. I heard that song, Oh Happy Day, or Happy Day. I guess it's a gospel song. I heard it in the Sister Act movie, so it's that song that I'm hearing. Oh Happy Day. Well, let's hope it is. I know I feel great. I went out last night with my daughter and played a couple games of pool and came home. Much needed respite. It was fun. Let me see. Dropping burdens, at least for today. That's what it feels like. That's what I'm hearing. Dropping burdens. This card wanted to come out. Ace of Pentacles. That's a good card. Oh, happy day. All right, guys. Let's see what comes up for you. June 15th, 2022. One more shuffle, and then I'll get the cards out. Okay. Oh, they're telling me one more. Sorry. June 15th, 2022, collective. 10 of Cups. Oh, happy day. The Star. Queen of Wands. Page of Pentacles. All right. Where's my clarifying deck? What did I do with it? Here it is. All right. So, the 10 of Cups is the crowning thought. 10 of Cups. Happily ever after. Let me see. Ten of Cups here. And then right under the 10 of Cups, the Queen of Wands. And look, you see how it looks kind of, I don't know, it seems like the ground that she's sitting on, it's pretty rough terrain, you know, with the mountains in the back of her. But she's got this sunflower that's growing right beside her, you know. There's a lot of growth in this, or a lot of potential to grow. And even though the ground doesn't seem fertile, there's still growth. And I think that's what's being recognized today. Yeah, I feel like that's what's being recognized. We've got the Star card in the past. So this is like wish fulfillment, you know, hopes, you know, hopes and dreams. This is a reminder that there is hope, believing in faith, trusting in spirit. That's what the Star is. That's what it represents. It's like embodying all the elements and trying to understand all aspects in order to produce their wishes. Do you know what I mean? Like, in order to see your wishes and, you know, your dreams and everything come to fruition, you know, there's hope. You have to have hope in that. Even through the darkness, still seeing the light. There's an awareness of what's out there with the Star card. And even when you feel all hope is lost, that Star card, you know, reminds you that That's not true. You just got to see things differently. But I think that's what the position is now, is the Queen of Wands doing that. She's seeing that this ground doesn't seem so fertile, but it is. It's a lot more fertile than you would think, or at least was perceived at one point. It's like something catapulted this energy to change, something good. And so now with this moving forward, you've got the Page of Pentacles. This is a slow and methodical process into growth. It's like taking the Ace of Pentacles and like holding it and looking at it and saying, how can I quadruple this? You're putting thought into it instead of taking that one pentacle and wasting it. Wonder if that makes sense to you. Page of Pentacles is the Magician. Clarifying the Page of Pentacles, the Magician. Eight of Cups. What are you walking toward? And the Queen of Pentacles. See, it's like walking away from, again, what's held you back. This is something that you've manifested with the Star, with the hope. You know, seeing with that eye, see, it's got the eye. You know, seeing beyond the veil, seeing what you have in front of you that you can utilize to make these things happen. Because, you know, there's a point where, you know, especially with the Star card and it's looking kind of dark around her, you know, there was a point that hope was almost given up on, you know? It's almost like, have you ever gone on bended knee, just get so, feel so desperate and so in need of guidance that you literally fall to one knee and, or just fall to your knees and pray to God, you know, and just pray. I have seen people who have no faith at all in any religion or anything pray. Because there's a certain part of you that's innate, that you're born with, that it's an instinct, you know, just like fight or flight, that's an instinct. You can't help it. When a person is down and out and they feel like they don't have any faith, there's still an innate part of them that knows that they're connected somewhere else. And that's present when a person prays. That's obvious when a person prays, even if they don't realize it, right? And so with the Magician, you know, this Magician is clarifying the Page of Pentacles, but the energy is coming from this Star. And it's like the Magician is like saying, okay, Spirit is telling me that I have what I need right in front of me to make whatever it is that I want happen. But in order to make that happen, you're going to have to get down into your heart and reevaluate what's really important right now, and in regards to where you want to go and what you can leave behind. And with the Magician and the Star, you're given the answers and you're getting it through your intuition. You're getting it through intuition, through your emotion. You're going to have to feel your way through this one. But you are. I mean, there's healing. There's a lot of healing taking place. It may be happening slowly, but it's definitely heading toward a more abundant place, I feel like there's going to be more community involved, instead of being so isolated. It feels like there's a opening up where you can share now, where you can lean on people and start opening up a little more and trusting people, Clarify the star. Okay, we've got the Four of Cups, Six of Cups, and Hermit. And I think the Hermit is, with that star card, like just taking time to yourself to reflect, looking to spirit for guidance. And, it's like a conversation with spirit. Like, what do I need? What do I need to focus on? Because I'm not interested in repeating the past. I'm just not interested in that. It was too painful. And the answers are coming in, and that's kind of like where the Queen of Wands is sitting there. Like, it appears to be non-fertile, but it's not true. And with the Magician, you can see that if you start embodying magician energy and creating with what it is that you have in front of you, you'll see it grow. But patience. And I feel like it's this patience that's paying off. And I feel like that's where this energy is coming in. I'm going to clarify this Ten of Cups too, because that's what's crowning your thoughts. Like, how do you get there? Dropping a burden. Nine of Wands in reverse. That's how. There's something that needs to be dropped. And look at the bottom of the deck. Three of Swords. It's been painful. And these two just fell out. Justice and the Nine of Swords. It's a bit of anxiety about bringing balance back into your life and dropping what's holding you back. And it's, oh wow, Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Hanged Man in reverse. So the Hanged Man in reverse is like really feeling stuck about a decision, feeling stuck about what to do next. Because whatever it is that's coming up next, that, it's part of your growth and it's about part of your soul's journey, but it's going to be painful. Like, whatever decision you have to make is going to be painful, probably to somebody else, but you need to take control over your own thoughts, your own mind, your own heart, and your own journey. Regardless, everybody is in charge of their own journey. And it's not up to you to decide what somebody else's journey is or their happiness. It's not up to you to make sure that somebody else is happy. And if somebody's not making you happy or bringing you down, it's also your choice to stay in it or not. And so I feel like that's the realization that's made today after going within and speaking to spirit and finally seeing the light and seeing the potential for growth here. You see the potential, finally. You see the potential for growth. And I think that's why I was hearing, oh, happy day, because it's like finally coming to that place, And, yeah, that's the message. But I'm going to get some cards out here and get some more from Spirit using the Oracle. What other important thing should you know? Let's see what's important for today. Sorry. Divination. Embrace your powers of divination. Sorry, I need my glasses. I'm blind. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Yeah, see, it's kind of like what I was saying. And trusting in spirit. Healing. Now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing. In fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. And yeah, it's like when you give up all resistance to anything and everything that spirit is trying to, oh God, that spirit is trying to provide to you or show you, then things start opening up more. Things start happening more. You start recognizing things more, right? And that's like with fairy spotting. It's like seeing the blessing or knowing that, okay, so knowing your faith, right? Your faith, your trust in spirit, you don't have to see the results of that in order to believe that they're there. You just know that they're there. And being able to do that, you know, it's funny. When I do these readings, right, sometimes I'll start feeling a stronger connection to spirit than I was when I first started. And you can always, there it is. Oh, shoot. Excuse me. And you can always tell, it's kind of weird. Sometimes my energy will just shift and I'll get quiet, sort of like I'm going into some sort of trance, you know, and I have to bring myself out of that because then I start getting really sleepy and my eyes start getting really heavy and I just want to knock out. And it's because a lot of energy is used, even though your body's not moving a lot, your energy is used up from that connection with spirit. And sometimes when your energy body, oh, excuse me, good Lord. Sorry. And sometimes when your energy body needs to be strengthened, when you do stuff like this, like these readings, you just tire out easily, you know, like you get sleepy, you get drawn, like you just start fading to black, you know. And I'm feeling myself doing that as I'm doing this reading, and I'm like, wait a minute, bring it back. So I'm sorry because I started stumbling, but anyway, yeah. So seeing is believing. Like you don't have to believe in spirit by seeing it first. Like, you know what I mean? Like you just know that you know that you know. And that's what's also helping as far as like with the star card and your hopes and dreams coming true. It's just faith. It's faith, blind faith, you know. Now is the time for you to give or receive healing. And I think for a lot of you, it's receiving the healing, you know, especially with, you know, the decisions that's had to be made in the past and, you know, your current thought process is the 10 of Cups, the happily ever after, you know, and considering how the energy has been for the past couple weeks. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Considering how the energy has been for the past couple weeks, and it's been sort of like, it's been, I don't want to say really heavy, but it's definitely been a very introspective time where, you know, like, it's almost like crunch time. Like, you know, like now's the time to start making choices that are very uncomfortable to make, right? But you also know how important they are to make because healing is necessary. And I feel like The collective is feeling that across the board, how necessary it is to heal. Come hell or high water, you're going to heal, right? But I feel like taking conscious effort or making a conscious effort to do so right now is going to catapult you into something better than you even expected, because, you know, having grit and strength and even restraint in some things in areas that you normally wouldn't have had the strength to restrain yourself from going the hell off, you know. But it's like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and allowing that to happen this time. I mean, all of this, sometimes when you just like lay everything down and hand it over to spirit, you know, it's because there's just a depletion, you know, like either you feel depleted or you feel defeated. And sometimes, you know, that's how we learn, is we have to be completely shut down, like completely gutted, you know, completely, God, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, it's almost like, you know, imagine being an active person, right? And then getting injured. And then you have no choice after that injury to lay in bed and recover, right? But when that's happening, you're going to go through so many phases of anger, depression, sadness, acceptance, even denial, and then acceptance, you know, the stages. And once you come out of that and you're in acceptance mode, then you start healing. But there's a process that you have to go through before you can heal. But once you're healed, there's also been so much learned from before the injury, during the injury, and then after. Like, okay, you know, I learned that not to do this, 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 or this, because it'll put me back in this position. But I also learned to become more humble. I've also learned to become more appreciative of what I had, you know. I mean, there's a lot of gifts that are given to you that are not tangible, but they're given to you, you know. And that's part of healing, right? So I think that's what's happening. And embrace your powers of divination. Whatever way feels comfortable for you to get information from spirit, it's just your way. And there is no right or wrong way, because everybody has their own way to connect. Like for me, when I'm doing these readings for you guys, I use the cards, right? But when I'm reading for myself, I do automatic writing because I get a full dialogue of, you know, spirit communication. And so that's my way. And, you know, somebody else may do something different. You know, somebody else may collect shells and bones and shake them up and throw them down. And some people might use runes. Some people use tea leaves. Some people just sit and meditate. Whatever way your way is an accurate way. There isn't one more accurate way than another. Not ever. Right? So, you know, not doubting yourself and trusting and seeing the results of your faith, you know. I don't know if that's making any sense to you guys. I feel like I'm fading out. All right. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. Soul flame. You know, relationship harmony can be done with your relationship with yourself. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean an outside person. It could be, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. Love and acceptance. Hope is the name of this card. Hope. Hope floats, right? Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Yeah, reprogramming the way you think into a more loving one. Holy amethyst. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. Like with the magician, you know what I mean? You don't have to pay attention to the chaos that's happening around you. And, you know, the Holy Amethyst card is saying that you really do have everything that you need to move past challenges. Kuthumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answers you seek. Trust what you know. Again, trusting what it was. I mean, you're talking about trusting in spirit, right? And with that star card, you know, and that connection to spirit that you have, you know, like I was saying, get more in the heart, less in the head. If I can't get my shit together, my thoughts keep eluding me. I am in a daze. That's crazy. It just happens to me sometimes. I get really bombarded by energy, and it kind of like, it just zaps me. But yeah, so whew, that was crazy. I think you get the point. I'm not even going to try to elaborate on that one any further, because I think I was a little bit repetitive with that. So what a reading today. Holy crap. I'm going to need to take a nap when I get off of here. Can't believe how much it depleted me. You need a buddy. See, remember yesterday I was telling you that the past, and it could be recent past or distant past, but everything that's in the past falls to the left of me. Fuckery at play. It's what brought you to where you're at. See if there's anything coming up in the future. With this Page of Pentacles. Put that to the side because it felt like it wanted to come out. Yep, I'm out of here. Big ego. Somebody thinks more with their ego than their heart. And when you're dealing with somebody that thinks more with, you know, with their ego and less with their heart, it's really incredibly difficult to have a conversation of substance, because there's always like this defense, you know what I mean? It's like when you need to vent and you need to talk about what's going on with you, and you can't do that with somebody because they're always offended or defensive. I mean, it's exhausting. It's incredibly exhausting when you can't speak freely only because somebody's in their damn ego. And when you have to deal with that on a daily basis, that will get very old, very, very old, very, very quickly. And, you know, you tend to, like, want to run away from it, you know? So I think that's why I got that message, oh, happy day, because I feel like the energy that you've been in and the people that you've been around, that's not going to change. But it's finally, I guess, figuring out how to work around that, work in it, and not engage, you know, and come to terms with what is, and just start working on you. You know, it's like a very self-healing thing when you can do that. So I have no idea at all if this made sense to you, and I apologize for my sleepiness, but I am going to pick a name for today's reading, and I am going to go with Kim's Moonshack Tarot. All right, Kim, we have the same name, and I was drawn to you, so I'm going to pull a card from the universe has your back. Just for an affirmation for today. This is your affirmation for today, Kim. Try that again. I'm unapologetic about I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. That's your affirmation today. I believe somebody else got this at one point. And there is nothing wrong with the things that you want. Not ever. I surrender to a power greater than me. And I think transformation is the name of the game here. Miss Kim's Tarot. Kim's Moon Shack Tarot. Sorry, I don't know your name. I'm just going to call you Kim. I mean, your full name. Sorry. It's hard calling you Kim because my name is Kim. So, I'm trying to focus on you. What's going on with you? Yeah, I don't know if you have like this resistance going on. Like, I feel almost like you're trying to connect to spirit, but you're not hearing what it is that you're looking for. Like, you're not getting the answers that you want. And I feel like it's causing confusion for you. And in spirit's like, there's no confusion. I mean, even if it's something that you don't want to look at, it may appear to be false. Like, it doesn't feel right, right? And so spirit's like, surrender to that, because I feel like this resistance of, but you know, it's almost like you're arguing with spirit. You know what I mean? It's almost like, no, that's not right. No, that's not right. And spirit's like, it is right. It is right. So surrender. It's right. Yeah, there's like this resistance, and I feel like you have, and I feel, okay, what I feel like this stems from past disappointments, and always feeling, I feel like it stems from past disappointments and feeling insignificant in some way, like you're not getting the recognition that you deserve, the recognition that you desire, but mostly that you deserve. And I feel like this is where you start to get down on yourself and maybe even resist that thought form. And, you know, when you kind of stay stuck in that sort of energy, it's like a false sense of self. Like, then you start looking at yourself like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? And really, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just what you're looking for isn't what is. And the alternative is not what you want. And that's what's making it uncomfortable. And so, I feel like you have had to stand your ground a lot with people throughout your life, and like really fight to be heard, or really fight for your position, or really, like, it's like feeling this big in a huge room full of people, like super insignificant. And you know, it's like Spirit saying, like, no, 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 you're just not perceiving it the right way. And maybe transform your thought process, transform the way you communicate, even to yourself, transform that, and you will see, feel more comfortable in your own skin. And if you're talking to people that you feel like you can't get through to, like, because I feel like that's what it is. You just feel like you're not being heard. And it's not that you're not being heard, because I think you're being heard. I just think you're talking to the wrong people. The right people are there. It's just the ones you're talking to are not on your level. You're just more evolved. And because you're so, I don't want to say surrounded, but it's because your experience has been a lot of not being understood, that you think it's you. It's not you. It's truly not you, because I can even see you saying, why? I don't understand. I understand me, because you are understandable. You know what I mean? Like, like people do understand you. It's just the ones that you're trying to get to understand you and see where you come from and all this are the wrong ones. They're not the ones you should be putting that much energy into. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. I am so sorry about my energy through this. That was crazy. But this is, I'm not going to re-record and stop the video. I mean, why not see my process? This is what I do, what I go through when I read sometimes, and how Spirit even affects me. And I'm just so tired right now because of it. And I'm going to take a little nap before I have to start my day. So I hope this made sense. I love y'all. Take care.